For our last topic sa centroids are the theorems of Pappus and Guldinus. The two theorems of Pappus and Guldinus are used to find the surface area and volume of any body of revolution. They were first developed by Pappus of Alexandria during the 4th century AD and then restated at a later time by the Swiss mathematician Paul Guldin or Guldinus. For the first theorem, we have the theorem about the surface area. So yung nag-generate nilang formula about the surface area of revolution is given by A equals theta r bar L. Wherein, yung A nga natin is the surface area of revolution. Yung theta natin here is the angle of revolution measured always in radians dapat. And yung limits ng ating theta it must be less than or equal to 2 pi since yung 2 pi natin is 360 degrees. That's the maximum revolution, di ba? Sa isang axis. R bar is the perpendicular distance from the axis of revolution to the centroid of the generating curve. So, if titingin tayo din sa ating figure, if ito yung ating curve, di ba? The curve. And since ganyan yung itsura ng curve natin, most probably talaga yung centroid niyan will lie here, di ba? Ayan. The centroid C. So, yung R bar natin daw is the perpendicular distance from the axis of revolution. So, saan ba iikot yung curve natin yan? So, dito siya iikot at this axis. Ayan. So, from here, so papuntang centroid, the perpendicular distance from the axis to the centroid ng ating generating curve, that is our R bar. And another, yung L natin is yung length or the total length ng ating generating curve. So, if this is our curve, so yung L is simply its total length. Pero yung formula natin, yung formula na A for the surface area, ay magva-vary if magpo-consider na tayo ng multiple na generating curves. So, if more than one na yung ating generating curve, para sa ating surface area of revolution, yung formula natin will be A equals theta. So, isa-sum up lang natin using summation. Summation ng R bar L. So, yung R natin still, magpa-pertain yan sa distance or the perpendicular distance from the axis kung saan iikot yung ating curve papunta dun sa centroid ng ating curve and then multiplied by the length ng ating curve or the generating curve. So this first theorem of Pappus and Guldinus states that the area of a surface of revolution equals the product of the length of the generating curve and the distance traveled by the centroid of the curve in generating the surface area. So, in-state lang po in words yung ating formula. So, the second theorem is about volume. So, if you have surface area, we also have volume for 3D figures, di ba? So, yung volume naman is given by, so naiba lang dito, V equals theta R bar A, area. So, kung kanina sa ating surface area, magdi-deal lang tayo sa length. Sa volume natin, magdi-deal tayo with area. So, again, the V here in the formula is the volume of revolution. Theta is still the angle of revolution na dapat in radians and hanggang 2 pi, yung maximum value. The R bar still perpendicular distance from the centroid or from the axis of revolution papuntang centroid ng ating generating area. Again, considering this figure, if it is this our area, itong gray area natin, area, and let's say the centroid niyan is nandito, somewhere here, the point C. So, yung R bar still is from this axis of revolution. So, from this axis, papuntang centroid. So, the perpendicular distance is equal sa ating R bar. And yung A natin sa formula is the generating area. So, yung sino yung mag-generate ng volume natin, di ba? So, again, this formula ay mag-vary lang if magkakonsider tayo ng multiple areas. Or yung, kunyari, nakakat na natin yung isang area or isang composite area into sections, di ba? So, volume natin magiging theta times the summation ng R bar area. Okay? So, still, R bar will be the perpendicular distance from the axis of revolution to the centroid ng ating ng mga composite area. And then, yung A natin dito is yung area ng bawat composite natin. Kung paano natin hinati yung ating composite area. So, therefore, the second theorem ng Pappus and Guldinus it states that the volume of a body of revolution equals the product of the generating area, which is A, and the distance traveled by the centroid of the area in generating the volume, which is the R bar, and then the total angle of revolution. Now let's solve our last sample problem number 4. So we need to determine the surface area and volume of the full solid. So kung makikita natin sa accompanying illustration, ang ating generating curve and generating area is this one, di ba? So, itong trapezoid. And ayan, given yung mga dimension and its distance from the axis of revolution, which is the z-axis. So ang distance nito from this outer um, innermost pala muna is 2.5 inches. And then this length is 1 inch. So therefore, ang outermost na distance is 3.5 inches. So let's first try to solve the surface area applying the theorems of Pappus and Guldinus. So for the surface area, ayan, let's try to identify first the generating curve or i-redraw natin. So from this figure, again, yan yung trapezoid natin. So this will be our z-axis. Ayan. So sorry sa drawing. We have this trapezoid here. Parang, wala pala siyang line. Wait. So this, and then, and close. So project natin. So this distance is 2.5 inch. Well, this length is 1 inch. Yung height is 2 inch and 1 inch. So this is 1 inch, then 2 inch. So this will be also be 1 inch, diba? And by Pythagorean theorem, this length will be root 2 kasi square root of 1 square plus 1 square. So label natin yung ating generating curve. So, di ba katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, hindi naman nalilimit sa isang curve yung sa application ng Pappus and Guldinus. So, meron tayong apat na generating curve dito na basic curve lang naman, which are straight lines. So, we have 1, 2, 3 itong mahaba, and then 4 itong ilalim. So, ang centroid nitong 1, itong unang nating curve will be somewhere here sa gitna, syempre. Ito naman dito sa gitna rin, itong mahabang height is also at the middle, and also this pang 4 na curve. So now let's apply the formula for the surface area. A equals theta r bar L. Or since marami nga tayong kinoconsider na generating curves, we have theta summation ng r bar L. So, sabi sa problem, di ba? Determine the surface area and volume of the full solid. So, pag sinabi nating full solid, ang theta natin will be 360 degrees kasi full solid or 2 pi rad in terms of radians. So, now our surface area will be given by, again, our theta is 2 pi. So, yung angle of revolution natin. And then, let's start with the segment or the curve number 1, which is this one. So, ano yung R bar niyan? R bar is the perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation, which is the z-axis, papuntang centroid ng ating curve. Ito yung centroid, somewhere here. So, ang R bar niya is 2.5 times its length. So, ang length ng curve natin is here hanggang here, which is here, 2 inch. Then plus R bar ng ating curve number 2. So, ang curve number 2 natin is this one. So, ang centroid niyan is here. So, same lang sila. Hindi ko na drawing sa isa. So, ito yung centroid. And same lang sila ng 4. Wait. Wait, ayan. So, going back, same lang sila ng centroid here, 'di ba? So, ang ating ang R bar ng ating curve number 2 is 2.5 plus. Since nasa gitna tong centroid na yan, so that is kalahati ng 1 which is 1 half. So that's 2.5 plus 0.5 which is 3. And then times its length. So anong length nitong curve number 2 natin? That is root 2 since naka-incline siya. And then plus sa curve number 3 natin, ito yung centroid from the axis of revolution that is 2.5 and then hanggang dito siya that is plus 1 that is 3.5 times its total length that is from here to here that is 2 plus 1 which is 3 and then plus para sa ating last curve number 4 so ang kanyang R bar is same lang sa ating pangalawa which is 2.5 plus kalahati ng 1 that is 3 and then times yung length niya ayan given na 1 inch that's 1 so using our calcu wait using our calcu so we have 2 shift pi times. So, pwede natin i-evaluate na yan agad. 2.5 times 2 is 5. And then plus 3 times root 2 is basically 3 root 2 plus ayan, pwede natin 3.5 times 3 and then plus 3 times 1 is 3. So, and then equals. So, ang ating surface area or the surface area of revolution is 142.896. Ang unit natin is inch. That is inch squared. So this is our answer for the surface area. Then let's now solve for the volume. So for the volume, let's again illustrate yung generating area naman this time. So same lang naman yung figure natin. So we have the z-axis here and yung ating trapezoid-like na area. So this is an example of a composite area. So pwede natin siya i-divide by 2. So let's say ayan, so dapat shaded yan since area. So, ayan. Let's say this is the area 1 and this is the area 2. So, ang centroid dito, since this is a rectangle, yung una natin, this is here. And then sa pangalawa natin, so somewhere here, since iba yung orientation niya. Sa gitna ito. Okay? Ayaw. Ayan. So, sulat natin ulit yung dimensions. This is 2.5 away. This is 1 inch. This is 1 inch as well. And this is 2 inch. Okay? So, applying the theorems or the theorem of Pappus and Goldilus about the volume. So, V equals theta R bar area. And since dalawa yung area natin, so we have composite area na divide natin by 2. So, we'll now have theta summation ng R bar area. So, again, ang theta natin is, since full solid, that is 2 pi for the angle of revolution. And then, multiplied by. So, ano po ng R bar ng una nating area? So, from the centroid, again, papuntang axis of revolution or vice versa. So, that's 2.5. And then, project natin yan dito. That's 1 half ng 1. So, that's 2.5 plus 1 half. That's 8. That is 3 inches. So, then times the area. So, ito yung area natin for figure 1. Ang base niyan is 1. And then, with a height of 2 inches. Plus So, dito yung centroid. Ayan. So, ang centroid ng ating ng triangle from if ito yung reference, this is two-third base, di ba? So, from our formulas of centroids. So, ibig sabihin, ang ating R bar ng ating pangalawang area is 2.5 plus two-thirds ng 1, which is the base. So, basically two-thirds. And then times, so wait, so this is times the area ng ating triangle, that is 1/2 times the base times the height. That is 1 times 1. Okay? Therefore, ang volume revolution natin will be, so plug in lang sa calcu, we'll now have 2 pi times 3 times 1 times 2 is 6 plus, that's 2.5 plus 2/3 times 1 is 2/3. So 2 over 3. And then times 1/2 times 1 times 1 is still 1/2. Therefore, ang ating volume of revolution is 47.647 inches. And this is our answer for volume. So that's it for volumes and surface area, or the theorems of Pappus and Godinus, and everything about centroids under the statics of rigid bodies. So you can use these references to further expand your knowledge para makapag-solve kayo ng mga problems, kasi maraming sample problems here. And ayun nga, as initially mentioned, you can access here the tables para sa centroids ng mga basic na geometric shapes natin. Maraming salamat mga katropais. Remember that you are never alone in this journey. Nandito ang PIES PUPSC Acad TV to guide you, because here, we leave no one behind. Never lose hope, our future engineer. This is just the start. Paalam!